clothes, we wash our hair, right? Hopefully, you know, you take a bath at least once in a while. You gotta be clean. What about your air? You can't really wash your air. Oh, yes, you can. You can clean your air with Therapure. This is a huge customer pick. It's top of the line, if not our best air purifier that we have here. We went ahead and put it on sale. Today it is $30 off. You're totally covered. Dirt, dust, allergens, smoke, pollen. Plus it has the VOC function, which helps get rid of the chemically stuff that's in the air from sprays and hairspray. And it even has the silver UV to protect you with the germs and the bacteria.
Exactly.
It is everything you want in an air purifier, even the style of it, which is slim style. You never have to replace the filter because you clean that. There's that UV protection inside.
And notice that UV light extends the entire expanse. Exactly.
So good news is we have them available and it's on sale. And it's free shipping. Bad news is, I started my hour with 300. My friend Dan, who's my producer upstairs, said, "Guy, I got 200. We have 200 of these. They're on FlexPay. Try it out, please, for 30 days. I'm telling you, if it doesn't make a difference in the air that you breathe, if you don't feel better in the morning, like, man, I always feel like I wake up with like a weight on my chest, or if you're battling anything, try this to help clean your air. And I'm telling you, it will. It cleans the air several times in an hour. And at the end of the month, you take the filter out, you can vacuum it off, whatever you need to do, and put it right back in. No filters to rebuy.
And that's a big deal because it's going to save you money over time.
Yes.
When you think about 20,000 breaths that we each breathe every single day, don't you want them to be better quality? Well, you've got that better quality, whether you put it on low, medium, or high, whether you activate that VOC or you choose not to, you now have that VOC filter inside. And let's put it to the test, because seeing is believing, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do over here is put smoke into our smoke chamber and give you an idea of just how dirty the air can be and how clean Therapure can make it for you. So as we pour smoke into the smoke chamber, you're starting to see getting dirtier, getting dirtier, right? So now let's activate it. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're gonna turn it on and notice how it immediately not just moves the air around, but draws the air in, and it's actually scrubbing the air.
Wow.
This is one of the most powerful units that we've ever offered to you from Therapure, because now seeing is believing. Notice how that air is becoming clear before your eyes, because as it's drawing that air in, you have not one, not two, 3 levels of filtration as it's scrubbing that air. And notice, did you see all that smoke that was on the inside? Let's just show you. Look how clean this is now. You can see entirely through it because that purification system has given you that clean air. Now, what you don't see can hurt you. In this illustration, we saw the smoke, right? But there's a lot floating around in the air that you may not see with your eyes, but Therapure is going to take care of it for you.
Yeah, and it does it on multiple levels, and this is how it works, and we're showing you the different ways that it does it, the filtration, the UV light. You know, there's a lot of air purifiers on the market. If they don't have the UV, then you're not dealing with germs and bacteria and things like that. That's what that controls. The VOC screening. VOCs basically are volatile organic compounds that they kind of float around in the air. They come from things like hairspray. If you spray air fresheners, which I guess if you want to do that, fine. But literally, a lot of that stuff is chemical propellants that are going around in your air, and you're breathing that stuff every day. I mean, think about it. If you could smell something, it's in the air, right? That's why, you know, particles like smoke. Smoke is the smallest particle out there, which is why, like, no matter where you are, if there's a fire in the neighborhood, you may not see smoke, but you always smell it, right? You can smell toast from a mile away when toast,
or fish.
That's what wakes me up, or bacon in the morning. Right? You can smell that because those little molecules are so small. This helps to clean that out, which is why if you love to cook, but you don't want to smell bacon, because nobody wants to smell bacon after they've eaten a pound of it.
Exactly.
You want it to go away. Nobody wants to smell burnt popcorn from the microwave. This is going to take care of that. If you love to cook fish, go ahead and cook it. This is going to help with that. If you have dirt or dust or pollen, if you own pets and you don't have an air purifier, What's
you need
wrong
one,
with you?
right?
You need it. So really
It's
quickly,
true.
Leah, let me just tell everybody the offer again one more time, because this is going to go away. I had 300. I'm down to 200. They will sell out in this airing. It is on FlexPay, which means it only costs you $27.99 plus tax. There's no shipping. We are taking care of the shipping, and there is no such thing as free shipping. We don't own those trucks. We have to rent them just like everybody else. We will drop it off at your door. You can try it for 30 days. If you don't see or feel the difference, you can always return it, but I'm telling you, you can take this, because there's a big handle on it, which is brilliant.
Move it
take
from
it
room
from
to
the
room.
living room into the bedroom at night, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of them if you don't want to. You can buy a couple if you want. I'm not going to stop you. But if you want, you could take it with you. Portable. If you go on vacation, you're like, I'm taking this thing with you and put it in the car, then you know you're going to be able to purify the air there wherever you go. There's no maintenance. You know, a lot of times you'll have an air purifier where you got to buy filters every 30, 60, or 90 days.
True.
And the filters are like 30 or 40 bucks.
It's true.
You're never going to have to deal with that. Let's step over to Leah, because she's got another demonstration for you that we're going to show you.
Seeing
that
is
really
believing.
puts it, well, because a lot of times you can't see what it
Exactly.
is that you're breathing that's bad.
It's true, but we're gonna show you how powerful it is by showing you some allergens in the air. So imagine, if you will, this is pollen floating around in the air. All of those impurities, what goes in does not come out. We've given you a black background here, and notice as I'm using this little puffer to pour out those allergens,
Nothing's getting through.
Nothing is getting through. As this is on the high mode, what goes in does not come out the other side. So what's great about this is it's going to capture all of those allergens for you. And not only is it gonna capture those allergens, it's also gonna be simple and easy maintenance. So what I'm gonna do is turn on this little unit for you, and I want you to see, as we turn this on, here's all the maintenance you need to do. All you need to do to use your unit
Is it plugged in?
There it is.
Yeah, it's on, it's on.
So here we go, is to vacuum it out. Now, as we do that, you see immediately all of that dust, all of those allergens going right into the bottom of that open bin. You wouldn't be drinking that water, right? You wouldn't be taking a sip of this. So why would you let that float around in your air? That's all you do. When you are ready to clean it, you don't have to buy a new filter. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to have something delivered to you. All you're gonna do is vacuum out that filter. And now you have a unit that's gonna be every bit as powerful as the day you bought it. So think about $30, $40, $50 a month that so many people spend replacing those filters. This is a lifetime unit, and you don't have to replace that filter.
And by the way, it is on sale, $30 off today. I encourage you to purchase this. You know, as I said earlier, we don't think twice about washing our clothes. You would never wear the same shirt, right, day after day after day without washing it. And yet a shirt is so less important to your health than the air that you breathe.
Right.
I mean, you got to realize it. And you know, the reason a lot of people buy this is because they love to cook and they want to get rid of some of those cooking odors. This works on that, okay? It has multiple levels of filtration. I want to show you something here, okay? Now, one of these is brand new.
Right.
One of them was used for about a month.
Right.
And I want you to look at the difference now.
How much it can
Now I'm going to
capture.
hold it up to my chest because that's where my lungs are. Yeah.
Right? Imagine.
Now,
Imagine.
would you want your lungs to look like that?
Right.
Or would you want them to look
Like that.
And listen, I know it's a weird comparison, but I'm trying to tell you that, you know, this is what protects you. You know, on our bodies, we're very, very fortunate that the parts of our bodies that breathe in have
filters.
little hairs and things in there.
Right.
Well, and those trap some of the big things. I know that's disgusting. I'll say something
But if
even
they
more.
don't-
You ready for even more disgusting? You don't know, do you?
Oh.
She knows me. So
Where's
she's
this
like,
going?
no,
Where's
don't do
this
it.
going?
All right, you ready? You ever hack something up? You know what I'm talking about,
It
right? You get
happens.
that, you're like, that's your body.
Filtering.
It's a good thing. It's your body saying, okay, you were breathing in things that this body doesn't want, and it coughs it up. Worse, more, if you ever look at what comes out of you, let me tell you, it's dirt and dust and pollen. That's
All
what
of
you're
those-
breathing in. It's everything that Leah has in this little.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So imagine if you don't have an air purifier,
Oh my
to your
gosh,
point,
Leah.
what becomes the filter? Your lungs, your
Our
sinuses.
director, Rebecca, just said gross.
It is gross.
She's like,
it
ew.
is, right? And
I
what's
know.
even more gross is to let that float around in your air or in your home and let your children's lungs become the filter, or let your children's sinuses become the filter. If you want to
I look at
have,
that?
right?
That is just, And honestly.
And all you do to solve that problem is you literally put it on high. You can activate the VOCs if you do have those smells in your home by simply touching the button. And what's great about this is that now you have the total solution. You can even
so
set
gross.
the timer. So if you are headed out, you want to set 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, you choose. And what I really like, because we were just talking about sleeping earlier, right? Put the nighttime mode on.
Yeah.
So if like you have those blackout shades and you want to
there's
really...
a timer on this too, right?
There's a timer on it.
So I can schedule it when to turn it on and off.
You can schedule it when to turn it on and off.
So smart.
And you have that nighttime mode so that now the lights are out. This is how we sleep with it. The lights are out, but yet it is still on that high mode. So you choose how you want to use it. And it's really quite simple. If you're ready to activate the VOC filter, one touch of a button, you're ready to go. And what's great, guys, you can move it from room to room as well.
You know, and the handle's up top.
Yes.
So you don't have to get down there and try to pick it up. They really thought, you know what I love about this company too, is they think about everybody out there. Like my mom's in her 80s. She would never be able to just pick this up and move it, but with a handle like that,
you can do it easily.
It's not very heavy. Probably weighs, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 pounds. It's not super duper heavy. It's whisper quiet. There's a reason that I'm holding this nail polish. It's not because I'm going to put on nail polish. But when we talk about VOCs, okay, these are basically, and I won't get into all the science, but basically things that are that can get out into the air, like hairspray, nail polish. You ever open, ladies, you know what nail polish smells like, right?
It's true.
That's not good for you. Don't breathe that stuff in.
Or
it's really bad.
Aerosol deodorants.
Yeah,
we all have
here you
that,
go.
right?
Anybody that
Aerosol
sprays hairspray, it gets out there with that. I don't even know what is this.
So it
It's our
could be
smoke tester.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be smoke.
So what's going to happen is with layer after layer of filtration, as it draws that air in, it's going to take you, look at this, through the pre-filter. That's going to grab the larger pieces like hair, dust, dander. Then it goes through the filter, which is going to remove 99.9% of everything that passes through it. If that's not enough, you have hospital grade UV light that again is gonna zap those germs for you. And then as it brings that fresh, clean air out back to you, you are able to breathe better. And the best part about it is that now that filter, remember your UV light runs the entire expanse. The filter is gonna pop right in place, and that's a permanent filter, so you never have to replace that. And then here also is the cover.
You gotta understand that the key to really purifying air is not just getting rid of some of the stuff, it's being able to get rid of everything. This is one of the very few air purifiers that we carry that has the ultraviolet light inside, which controls and deals with germs. It'll reduce germs, and it'll reduce bacteria.
Exactly.
A lot of people, you know, when they have issues with their health issues and things like that, you know, whether it's the bacterial stuff that gets into your body, whatever it is, or germs, you know, they travel through the air. This is gonna pull them in. If you have a dog or a cat, I can walk, let me just tell you something. When I used to go to my grandmother's house, bless her heart, it wasn't really my grandmother, it was my aunt that lived with her. It was like a carnival in there, okay? They had 2 parakeets.
Oh, wow.
They had 2 dachshunds. They used to can and like pickle things.
Oh, wow.
When we were kids, it was like a nightmare going there. I love them, don't get me wrong, but it was scary.
Right.
I'm like, oh God, we're gonna go to grandma's house, there's gonna be weird things going on. And you would walk out of there and you would smell like that house. But I would know as soon as I walked in what they had been cooking, or if the cat had just done its cat thing. This is gonna help with odors, it's gonna help with cooking odors, it's gonna help with smoke, with bacteria, with germs, it does all that. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you're gonna feel better. You need to clean the air that you breathe. Because take a walk over here with me. Look, this is a chamber filled with smoke.
Filled with smoke.
Now we're gonna stay on this shot because Leah, you wanna get behind it so we can't see you? And then Leah's gonna
disappearing act.
Yeah, watch.
Here we
you
go.
Can't see Leah, right?
Now, as we turn it on,
watch what happens.
You'll see immediately, it's not just moving the air, Guy, it's drawing that air in and scrubbing and purifying that air. And you can start to see, right? You can start to see
now,
behind
I want to tell everybody something too. This is what's on the front of the screen there. You can see right here, that's condensation. That's not the smoke that's still in there. It's actually clear because if I put my hand like over here, see, that's just condensation on the window, but it is completely clear. Yeah, I've never seen this thing do it. You know what? It's gotta be the moisture in the air. But anyway, it's perfectly clear in there. Maybe if we turn it to the side, you can sort of see. There it is. You can see how clear it is. It's just fog on the window, but it is completely clear inside, just without that. So if you want to get it, today's the day to buy it when it's on sale.
Absolutely. Seeing is believing. When you think about just how clear you've got the air in your home can be, now you've got the total solution. Now you have something that is going to work for you, whether you put it in the bedroom, and I would recommend putting it into the bedroom and leave it in there for the first 24 hours. The next day, I would move it into the living room or where you spend the most time. And then you're going to be able to have that clean, pure air wherever you are. And you choose the level of filtration you want. You can do low, medium, or high. You can put on the VOC mode. Again, one touch of a button to activate that light. When that light is illuminated, you know the VOC chemical filter is working for you. And then you choose the timer. If you need 2 hours, 3 hours, you're gonna be heading out, or you want it on high for a certain amount of time, you can do that as well. And the night mode, one touch of a button and you are able to turn out the lights on the unit while it's still working. So what's great about this is you've got the total solution. And I want to show you once again, when you see what goes in does not come out, you'll be able to see just how powerful this unit is. Again, this is running on high. What we've done here is we put some contaminants into a little puffer, and that's in order to puff them into the air. So imagine your air is filled with these contaminants, right? What's going in, notice, is not coming out on the other side. So what goes in does not come out. Now, I don't think your home is filled with this many contaminants. Not gonna happen, right? What goes in does not come out, even when you have this much floating around in the air. What goes in does not come out on the other side. You've got nothing but clean, fresh, pure air, and that's what makes Therapure really set apart from the others, because it handles that heavy load, whether it's impurities that you can see, what you see going in does not come out, or impurities that you don't see. A lot of times there's things floating around in your air that you don't see. So whether it's those larger particles or whether it's those invisible particles, you've got a total filtration system that is the most powerful that we've ever offered from Therapure. And I want to remind you, you don't have to buy a new filter. All you're going to do in order to clean out this unit is to simply vacuum it out. So here you go, you vacuum out that filter and you're able now to have that clean filter time and time again by simply vacuuming it. So really simple and easy filtration.
All right, you have 30 days to try this, and I tell you it'll make a difference, okay? It's free shipping and handling today. Dan, how many do we have left? I know we had 3. All right, so I have 120 remaining of the original 300. If you want to get it home, we've got about 2 or 3 minutes left. Try it out. Therapure is an amazing company. I have one of their Therapure. The Therapure I have is the one in my bedroom.
It's top of the line.
I love that thing. I'm telling you, well, I love the fact that it's got the UV in there, because none of my other air purifiers have UV.
Yeah,
and I figure the room that I sleep in is where I want to have the antibacterial and the germ fighting. You know, I don't know how many of you have dealt with, you know, either one kid gets sick, everybody gets sick. Well, what's so nice about this, remember, this isn't a cure for anything. What it is it helps to maintain the environment by which a lot of that stuff travels. And I'm talking about germs, I'm talking about VOCs, you know, the odors, the chemicals that are in the air. You know, you can't do anything about the stuff that's outside. You know what I mean? You're kind of, you know what I look outside, but inside, you can do something about it. And you spend a lot of your time indoors. You should spend at least 8-10 hours a day inside. Make sure you're purifying the air, because let me tell you something, those air conditioning filters that you change every 30, 60 days that are charcoal black when you take them out, those just get the big stuff. Those don't get the smaller, finer particles. And the air has to go all the way up to the ceiling to get in there.
That's true.
The air is all over the place. This is gonna take the air, run it through, and I'm not talking about once an hour, but multiple times in an hour. It'll clean and filter out the air, okay? We're gonna go back to our smoke demo one more time. We wiped down the inside. Basically what happened, if you're watching, it got foggy on the inside.
And here you go.
It might do it again because I think it's just the temperature, but I wanted you to see
look what happened.
How fast. It still works. You can see there's a little fog on the inside of the machine, but look at how fast it gets rid of that. You get the point. All right, that's actually much better. So yeah, we just wiped the fog off the inside.
So amazing the difference when you realize just how clean the air can be in your home, and when you realize